Welcome everybody to a video about Rod Stewart. Yeah, Rod Stewart. Well, why Rod Stewart? Well, because it's small, it's disproportionate, probably the ladies like this kind of car, and also it's got massive nuts. 25s, etc., 200s, 19mm nuts. The 75 and ZT, 17mm. Volkswagen, 17. This looks like it's got 21mm. Massive nuts, diddy skates. I really am not a fan of this car. You might wonder why I bought it, but to me it's like, I just don't understand how such a small car can evade being cute as well. Right, feeling a bit cold. I was just looking for my orange jacket and I found it down in the lockup of doom from when I was working here the other day. I put these two cars in and there it is, just over there. And unfortunately I can't get to it unless I take the two cars out. Anyway, looks like I'm starting a video off to continue with tomorrow here. Well, I've found out what the problem is, haven't I? There, look at this. No, not that. This. There's the brake shoe. Quick search on the internet for Hyundai Amica rear brake pads. Euro parts come up first, but then you have to put the reg in, and then it tells you that, oh yeah, they've got front brake pads. That's annoying that it should give itself priority for something that it hasn't even got. That's annoying, isn't it? Anyway, for the moment I shall check the other side and see if that's just as bad. Only a mother could like a face like this. I've got a better name for this car actually than Rod Stewart. Well, look at it. Just look. It should be called Roadrunner. Because it's a little meep meep car. Look at it, it goes meep meep, meep meep, meep meep, meep meep. Pathetic little thingy. It's likeable. Oh, Boaty loves it as well, which is typical. And honestly, I thought he was just joking. But then when I spoke to him yesterday, he kept talking about it. He kept talking about how much he wants a silver one. As it is now Wednesday and no longer Tuesday, I thought I would continue with this car's brakes just before the light starts to disappear. I have been doing other things, you know. Slight problem on this side though. The wheel nuts have been done up by King Kong's uncle whilst on a PCP trip. Oh, that one's off. Oh. That car's on the floor. I can't possibly apply any more pressure than that. Same with that side. The other side was fine. Undid those with the buzz gun, as you should be able to do. So why? Yeah, obviously they're not going to come off. That is what you call over tightened. That is what you call threatening the threads on the wheels. Bloody annoying. You shouldn't even be bending the breaker bar doing that. Never mind having the wheel spinning around. On order then for the Amica, called Rod Stewart or Roadrunner, brake shoes and a piston. One of the pistons has burnt out. That's caused this to happen in the first place. So they're on order and I've got to fit them tomorrow. But the only thing is tomorrow, I've promised I will also do this. Yes, Eric is going to lose his engine and gearbox. Today, the continuing saga of Rod Stewart, the little car with massive nuts. And I never gave up on it, but what's happened is I've found myself with too many other things to do. So, we discussed this a while back. Carl, that's Fix It Carl. Fix It with a Volkswagen Carl will come down and do various jobs for us. He's already done a couple, so why not let him do this one as well? Yeah, I wasn't exaggerating by the state of those brakes. But yeah, they basically just flaked off and ended up in there, and that's what was causing the noise. Whilst Carl cracks on with that little job, I have something else to do. And that is to pull back out dented Daisy to do a little video for somebody who wants to buy it. The only thing is, I've driven this in, and this aerial's going to catch, I think, on the way through. So, what can I do about that? In the meantime, Carl isn't messing around, he's just cracking straight on. What a chap. What a chap you are, Carl. I like you.
Thank you, I like you too. You're alright.
That's the solution. Inside then we have just one broken vent and a resistor that works. Not that that would be the end of the world anyway. There we go. Dented Daisy.
What is it?
So that's the, is that the difficult part done?
No.
Oh.
I've got to make this
Yeah.
onto here. And obviously, I always advise getting a new rebuild kit, just for the sake of easiness, because things rust.
Yeah.
It's just very fiddly. Get done though.
So it is the kind of job that somebody who doesn't really know what they're doing could cock up quite easily then.
Oh yeah, definitely. If anybody is going to do this themselves, all I'd advise doing is having a lot of patience and taking a lot of pictures of how it's set up when it's actually on.
Yeah.
Like that. If you've got pictures, you can refer back.
Cup of tea. Whilst we have Daisy out of the way, I should bring up its sister, Doris. Doris needs to go up for sale. That'll do for that. It's surprising just how much more difficult it is to do this job when it's not clear outside. And that's probably enough exhaust fumes for me for the day. So that'll do. That's one side done. I ain't got my microphone on, won't be able to hear this anyway. And in the meantime, Dented Doris here has decided that it doesn't want to run properly, which is exceedingly annoying. It starts and then stops. And I think it's this, which I have, one of there. It's a rather awkwardly placed little blighter. I have these Torx bits with a socket and then a ratchet, and that doesn't fit because the gap is about that big to get in there. So I'm having to use my ingenuity, a 10mm ratchet spanner and a bit of paper to stop the bit from falling out, because it will. There you go, I get mucky fingers as well. Just change the idle control valve, which is that's the old one, and there's the new second-hand one. Awkward to get to those, not those ones, but the ones underneath. That's why I've had to use that, and it worked. But will the car work? I've just dropped my bit. My bit's fallen out of the spanner, and now I can't find it. It'll be really disappointing if it hasn't even made the car work. There we go. That's it. How strange. Well, I must admit to be feeling quite pleased by that, because the plan was yesterday to pull this car out and put them side by side, get them both cleaned up, get them up for sale and everything, but this didn't want to start, and I thought it was just down to a battery issue. But no, idle control valve. First one I've ever had go wrong on me. Is this a success as well? Looks like it might be. Just in time before it starts to rain, which is rather good news indeed. Hello. Hello. Carl has fixed the brakes on the mobile Wendy house. Carl's just going to gently try out the handbrake just to make sure his job's good, and then this car could probably just go up for sale, which is good. It's not a brilliant car, not by any stretch of your imagination could you say that this is a brilliant car, unless you're boaty. He manages to say that for some reason. It's very gently there, just going over there. Try out the handbrake. Oh, I didn't expect him to do that. Maybe he can't really drive in real life. He can only fix cars. So he can drive it. It's an automatic. You see, automatics are quite easy. That's not even a very good handbrake turn. But clearly the handbrake works now.
I prefer the handbrake. It's fantastic on this vehicle. The tyres might not be anymore, but...
Carl! Great success! Let's have a go of this again, eh? Might as well. I'll show him how to do a handbrake turn. Yeah. Brakes are good. I can say that. When you buy this car, your brakes will work. Thank you for watching and for filming this. A successful day to be had for all. And when I say all, I mean for me. Rod Stewart can now go up for sale. I'm not going to do anything else with it besides give it a wash tomorrow. And then it will be available to buy. Dented Doris did surprise me slightly, but what an easy fix. At least what an easy fix once I found out how you could get that little T20 bolty nutty thing out of the bottom. 4 of them in all. Top one's easy, bottom one's not so easy, but then actually just with a spanner, easy. So I'm not going to say that was awkward, because it wasn't. Interesting enough though to do a fix on something that I didn't realise needed fixing in the first place, and for it just to go right. For it, you know, it was a 20-minute job. Thank you. And with that, I think I will come to the end of this particular video, because it's a bit all over the place and it's time to tie up a couple of loose ends and say goodbye. And thank you as well, of course. I'm sure in my 2 previous videos I forgot to be really thankful to everyone, so I'm going to do that right now. Are you ready? I hope you are. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you for liking it. Thank you for sharing it. If you're a channel member, thank you for being a channel member. Thank you for watching the video all the way through. Thank you for not skipping the adverts. What else could I do? Thank you for watching other videos that I happen to have. Thank you for setting off my playlists and watching them all the way through without getting bored. Thank you for watching my video, commenting on it, and then understanding that I don't always get around to commenting back. The reply is here. Thank you for that particular comment. The good comments, the bad comments, any of them will do. Just thanks for it. I think I'm milking this a bit now, so that'll do. Bye-bye. Electro man, he needs his own channel. 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 Yes, he Electro man, he needs his own channel. Electro man, he needs his own channel. Yes.